So, I just wanted to welcome you all to the U.S. National Security and Defense in the Age of Obama panel. My name is Travis Korson. I'm the Manager of Public Information at the Center for Security Policy and serve as the coordinator of their Coalition for the Common Defense. I'll be your moderator. We good? We're good. All right. The topic of today's panel is one of the most serious issues our country faces in 2012, the fate of our national security. If seeking historical examples of the current Obama security age, one need only look to the Jimmy Carter presidency. Both men share a philosophy of America's second, neglecting our military, surrendering American sovereignty, and undermining our allies while emboldening our enemies. You only need to open a morning newspaper to see countless examples of this. Domestically, sequestration cuts totaling $1.2 trillion are looming. This would amount to one of the largest military cuts in American history. The Obama administration claims the cuts would not affect America's ability to defend its interests and are needed to save the economy, yet neither are the case. The military picture of these cuts is grim. 200,000 soldiers and Marines would be separated from service, bringing our force to below pre-9/11 levels. Severe cuts to modernization programs would also occur at a time when most major military systems are between 30 and 50 years old. Economically, cuts of this magnitude would harm rather than help our economy. I recently co-authored a report at the Center which details, at the state, county, and city level, the economic impact of sequestration cuts. Our findings indicate that this could result in American businesses losing up to $62.9 billion annually. Another study, commissioned by the Aerospace Industries Association, concluded that job losses under sequestration could total over 1.3 million. Even though military spending only accounts for 20% of the federal budget, it has sustained 50% of deficit reductions to date. Further cuts would endanger our country and devastate our economy. Around the world, our enemies are on the rise while we are building down. The so-called pivot to Asia, designed to counter a rising China with our air and sea assets, is undermined by force reductions that could leave us with the smallest Navy since 1915 and the smallest tactical air force in history. Nuclear proliferation is also on the rise. Iran, which has vowed to wipe Israel off the map, continues to inch closer to obtaining a nuclear weapon, and North Korea is conducting nuclear missile tests under the guise of satellite launches. How has Obama responded to these rising nuclear threats? By jeopardizing the nuclear triad, gutting funding for our missile defense, unilaterally disarming through a New START treaty, and offering the Russians more flexibility on nuclear issues if he wins a second term. In the Middle East, the so-called Arab Spring and the Muslim Brotherhood are destabilizing an already volatile region and opening the door for the ascendancy of radical Islamic regimes hostile to America. Meanwhile, Obama seeks to reduce our presence in the region. The most recent example, leaks of sensitive intelligence information for electoral gain, illustrate not a commander-in-chief, but a campaigner-in-chief. A man more interested in scoring political points than ensuring our national security. This is but a snapshot of the national security and defense landscape in the age of Obama. As we move into the 2012 election season, we must keep these issues in mind, reminding those who stand for office that a strong economy requires a strong defense. I could continue, but we have three very capable panelists, and I'd like to turn it over to their capable hands.